Well, that's hella scary. Okay, hello, book dragons, dear friends, readers, and writers. I am Melanie Shakiri, and this is my channel, The Bookish Fangirl. You probably haven't seen me here from May this year, which now makes around 6 months because we're in December, and yeah, certainly 6 months. Oh, that's crazy. I am kind of scared about filming this video because I kind of fell out of place. Well, my English is kind of rusty too. I fell out of place with talking in front of a camera. I made myself a promise in the beginning of the year 2024 that I am gonna film regularly, and you can see how that went. One thing that I am kind of embarrassed to mention is that I stopped filming because I got into a relationship. Yeah, that's pathetic, isn't it? And having in mind that I got out of that relationship around 2 or 3 weeks ago, not quite sure. Well, to say for the math, around 3 weeks ago, and I kind of got back my desire to leave and to do all of these social media influencer things, because before that, when I was in the relationship, I was kind of embarrassed to do it because in my mind there was this little voice saying, well, you are going to embarrass your boyfriend by being this influencer. Like, who do you think you are? And I recently made an Instagram post about that, the embarrassment that comes from this little voice inside your head telling you that you shouldn't be taking yourself so like such an important person. And I was talking about a reel I was planning to make that I filmed around May when I was working in Sofia, and I actually filmed my lunch. Like, I was eating, I filmed that. Then I turned the camera to my lunch and I filmed my salad. And it wasn't a big deal, you know? And I was planning to post it with a receipt, I don't know, explaining the ingredients that I used to make the salad because it was majestic. And I didn't do it because I was embarrassed that the friends of my boyfriend are gonna say that I am like strange and cringe. And all of the things that my classmates used to say to me when I was younger. And I got used to hearing these things, and I didn't really pay attention to them when they came from my classmates or friends that have been in some kind of connection with me. But it was different when I thought that they could come from the friends of someone else. And that should have been my first red flag, but well, so be it. It was good until it wasn't. So, yeah, like most of the things. And in that course of mind, I posted the damn reel. And I posted it like 2 weeks ago, but I didn't like explain how I made the salad in the caption. I explained why I haven't posted it and said all these things that I now am saying to you. And it was really eye-opening, like kind of seeing what the string of thoughts in my own head is like. And I don't know, maybe realizing how I really felt, because when you're in the situation, you don't actually pay attention to how it's making you feel. You're more paying attention to the how it's making the other person feel, the one that you're dating, the one that you're friends with, or something like that, and you're not paying so much attention on your own feelings. And when you get out of that exact situation, you kind of see the things in retrospect. You kind of like take in consideration every little think you felt through that time, and some things clear up a lot. And I started right after we broke up. I started listening to this podcast that I have been hearing about for like the past year or something. And it's called Date Yourself Instead. I think it's Liz Boss who hosts it. Not pretty sure, but yeah, I think her name is Liz for sure, but I think she goes by Liz Boss. But the podcast is on Spotify, and I like heard about 15 episodes in 1 week, and I was like really obsessed because it's a good podcast. She talks about all these things that I have already thought about, and she kind of puts my own thoughts into reality. She talks about putting men on a pedestal. She talks about having your own power and believing in yourself even when others don't believe in yourself, and allowing yourself to be cringe when you first start and not be like the best in what you do, and escaping that perfectionist in yourself, which kind of makes things worse. And everything she said, every one of the episodes was something that really resonated with me and something that I needed to hear. And I also like asked ChatGPT to make me this thing, this trend that I see around on Instagram, because I don't have a TikTok, but it's kind of the same. Instagram and TikTok are kind of the same. So this trend I see going around Instagram, and it's about asking ChatGPT to create the plan that you should be living by to get to your future best version. And you tell them what you're doing now, what are you planning on doing, where do you want to get in life, and what are your ambitions and goals for life. And he makes this early, monthly, weekly plan, depends on what you ask him for, and he tells you how to get to that dream version of yourself from where you're now. And I made that, and with I wasn't really sure what to ask him. I wasn't really sure where I want to be in my life. Like, I am sure I want to move to Italy one day, to go back to Italy because that's where I'm born. And I kind of feel this connection, this string connecting me to Italy. Like, my future is supposed to be there, and my higher self is there. I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but it's like I am supposed to go there. Everything is gonna work out if I go there. And I've had this feeling for like the past 20 years. I'm 20, so the past 20 years. And I can't wait to go back there, but I want to continue my education to get a master's degree and PhD in history and English. And that's gonna be kind of hard to go with the moving to Italy. And I want to be a writer, I want to be a published writer, I want to get another short story collection out in the world, and I want to write my series, which I have not written for months because of uni, too much work to be done. And I want to be something on the social media thing. Like, I want to expose myself in the world. I want to get out there. I want to film, I want to shoot, I want to write. I want to make something out of this social media opportunity that the 21st century gives us. And it's overwhelming. Yeah, so ChatGPT kind of really helped me with planning how my future is supposed to go based on where I'm at now and where I want to be. So that's useful. And yesterday, because for the past 3 weeks, I am kind of getting back in track, like rediscovering what I like and reminding myself that I should follow my higher potential and not what others think that I should do, and kind of pushing myself to do the best that I can. And I'm kind of rambling right now. I don't know. I feel kind of strange talking about all this in front of a camera because even if a lot of people don't see it, Even if only 20 or 30 people see it, if I was in a real life situation and 20 people heard me say of these things that go in my head every day out loud, I would be hella embarrassed. So maybe I'm talking too fast. Maybe I'm kind of rambling, but bear with me because this has been on my mind for the past 5, 6, 7 years, and I just now have put it in something like in words, and I really wanted to share it with you guys. So, exposing myself. Yeah. And what I was saying was, what was it saying? Yeah, yesterday I listened to this episode of Liz from Date Yourself Instead that she posted this Monday. And she was talking about a situation of hers where she was really emotional, sitting by the beach. And well, that's not the main point here. She said something that when she films episodes for the podcast, she kind of feels like she connects with her higher self, like she's doing the mission that she's supposed to do on this earth. And that sounds kind of like religious, but I'm not really the religious person. And I really resonated with that because when I film, when I write my blog posts, when I write my book, or when I am kind of implementing my creative part into my daily life, and I'm not only focusing on my work as a cashier in Lidl or at my studies or into, I don't know, the time passing by, I feel my higher self. I feel like that's my higher calling. And I know most of you are gonna be laughing your asses off on this because it sounds ridiculous. It sounded ridiculous to me the first time I heard it, and now it doesn't. Like, it's strange, but I resonated with that. I feel every time that I write a piece, a short story, poem, or every time I film a video and I actually post it, every time I write and post a blog post, I feel this little tingling in my stomach, in my heart, that's saying to me, like, that's it, that's the right thing, you're on the right path. And every time I leave social media or writing for a little bit and I don't post, I don't like write, I don't do anything like that, I feel something in me slowly fading, like a light in me has been dimmed. And in the beginning of this year, I started promising myself that I'll be really serious about all these things. I'm gonna post regularly, I'm gonna write. And I really did all these things, but there was something in me that kind of puts relationships before my own ambitions. And when I got into one, I was like really focused there. My whole focus and energy was in this relationship, and I kind of let everything else go, which is so wrong. I do understand that, but I am working on it. I'm trying to heal. I don't even know what part of me needs to be healed for me to stop doing that, but I'm trying to heal it. And I was really happy in the beginning of the year. I was focusing on myself. I was really doing what I wanted to do, and I was kind of being myself, like posting, filming, and all of these things that I used to be really ashamed of and worried that people would mock me for them. I was doing them without a bat on an eye because I was being me, and I was really proud of myself. Being proud of yourself is, for me, the most powerful feeling because when I do something that makes me feel productive and makes me feel proud for my future self, I really am becoming the best version of myself in that present moment. And when I'm subconsciously and consciously ignoring the things that I feel I need to do and I have to do, and in order to become my higher self, I feel dimmed. I feel like a part of me has been cut off, and it's like you lost a limb or something. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain to people who haven't like experienced it. I don't know if you have experienced it, but me personally, I am feeling extra strange when I talk about it, because when I listen to videos or podcast episodes like Tam Kaur or at least the Wizard, they have amazing YouTube channels about healing and self growth and so on. And when I listen to other women talking about that, I really feel connected to what they're saying. But when I myself speak about it, I feel stupid. And that's another thing I probably need to work on, because I am ambitious. I have a lot of goals. I have big plans for my future. And in the meantime, I am really worried about what people are gonna say, even though I personally realize that these people are not gonna be there to build my life and are not gonna be there to help me build my life. And most of them won't even like make any impact on my life at all, but I still care about what they think. And that's stupid. That's the real stupid part. And that podcast, Date Yourself Instead, has really helped me see that other people think the same that I think. Like other women have gone through the same things as me, and that's logical. Like I am not that special. I don't think that the only I am the only person that has the same relationship problems, or I am the only person that has these ambitions or goals in life. No, but in the same time, hearing it and actually realizing that you're not the only person, it's a complete different thing. And I don't know, I kinda don't have anything else to say on this subject. Like, I have a lot of to say, but I'm gonna be repeating myself. So I'm just gonna tell you for the 20th time, I don't know, that that's what I really wanna do. And one thing that I kinda noticed in myself is that even when I don't feel like doing it, and I have to push myself and make myself write a damn blog post or film and shoot the damn video, I feel better after pushing myself to do it and actually doing it than to listening to that little feeling of laziness, I don't know how to call it, or doubt, and not doing it. Because when I woke up this morning, I was really excited to film this video, because it's like an hour or two that I have free in the week. And actually I now have to get to work. And when it came the time to film and to do my makeup and dress up and do all this, I I didn't want to do it. Like, half an hour before getting to sit here in front of you and film this video, I was like, nah, I should probably make myself lunch instead of that. Or I should probably work out. Or I should probably study a little bit. Like, this is gonna be a waste of time. Why am I even doing it? And I got this inner monologue that goes on and on and on about how pathetic and unnecessary this is. And then I go like, you are so excited. I was waiting the whole week for this day, Friday, to come so I can shoot this video. And when the moment came, I was like, no, why? Why am I doing that to myself? Like, oh my god, my hair is pretty. Like, that's strange. Like, I'm sabotaging myself. And that's the other thing. I really love sabotaging myself, because every time something goes right, I back off. Anytime I feel like my audience is growing, you guys are really interacting with me, and I feel like I'm doing the right thing, I back off. I tell that I don't have free time enough, and I don't have the energy to film or write, I don't have anything to say, and I go into this hole back to where I started. That's mainly why I also post for about a month or two and then I disappear for half a year, like I did this year. And I should really get over that, sabotaging myself, because girl, you have ambitions, you have goals to reach, and why are you doing that to yourself, to your higher self? Like, screw it. Screw that inner monologue that's telling you that you're not enough. You are. Oh my god. That was strange. That was cringe. No, it was. It wasn't. No. So, I also asked ChatGPT to give me 52 ideas for blog posts, journal like Harry Bradshaw from the Sex and the City, journal like blog posts, and 52 video ideas for my YouTube channel that are implementing my uni life, being a history and English student, my writing journey, my book that I have published around 2 years ago, and my future goals. And to give me these ideas, 52, because I am gonna be posting one time a week for a whole year. And this month that was left, well, it's half a month now, that's left from this year, that makes around 52 posts. And it gave me some really good ideas, but this video in particular, I was really not sure what to say now. I wanted it to be kind of like an intro to my future adventure that I'm gonna take. And I didn't know what I'm gonna say before I sat down and actually said it. And I don't work with a script. I never write my words primarily before filming, and I kind of like to go with the flow, expect only for the social media part, because in my real life I am not go with the flow person. I like to plan everything, and I have planned going out dates with my friends or my mom like 2 weeks ahead, because if it's planned the day before, it's stressing me out and I'm not going. But with this thing, with talking in front of the camera or in front of people, like I was invited to talk in my ex school and in another school in my city about my book, my dreams, and how I got there, which is, wow, really exciting. And when I talk in front of the camera or in front of people in general, I kind of work best if I don't have anything script, because if I do have something script, my mind kind of blocks, and I have to either read it from a page and see what I want to say exactly word by word, or I have to go like that. Sometimes ramble, sometimes make a mistake or something, but give my best in the moment I am filming. And that was how this video was filmed, in the moment. And I don't know how I'm gonna name it, because it's very, like, I said a lot of things and I covered a lot of topics, but mainly it's about reaching my higher self and starting on this journey about my higher self. I am really into all of this like cosmic healing self focusing stuff for a year now. I don't know. I'm really into it. And that's it, I think. I am really excited for everything that's in front of us. And I can't wait to share my journey with you guys. And I can't wait to actually put in the work for myself and for what I want to accomplish one day. And I can't wait to share it with you, because I know some of you have been my greatest supporters through these couple of years that I've been doing all this thing. And I've had my blog since 2018, my YouTube channel from 2020, and I even had a podcast, and I'm kind of getting into all this real thing on Instagram, and I tried it on TikTok, but TikTok is not really my platform. And yeah, I think it's finally time to actually do something with it, because I have so many things on my mind that I could do to reach the state that I want to reach in my life, that why am I not doing it? Like, what am I doing with my life? So, if you want to see my journey into healing and bettering myself and really trying to reach my highest potential, you should subscribe for my channel, The Bookish One Girl, Melanie Shikiri, and we could be friends. Write me private or in the comment section below and tell me what you think about it. Share your thoughts with me, and I really want to hear your thoughts on all this universe healing, reaching your heart potential thing, and how are you planning on implementing all of the things that the social media teaches us into bettering your life. And I can't wait for the next video, guys. Have a nice day. I'm sending you a lot of kisses and see you soon.